it'll get the drifts. Let's see if that takes place 6.5 away from race 7.
Welcome back here to Alexandra Park as the rains come in. It's been a bit of pesky rain for the past couple of races, and got the jacket on as it's not certainly studio conditions here at Alexandra Park. Certainly not as cold as it is down south, where some of our tracksiders are there getting ready for tomorrow's harness duels, staying in the likes of Methven and Ashburton, and it's, from the sounds of it, going to be another bitterly cold night as it has been throughout the week, and might be a frost tomorrow. Should be a bit of cloud cover, I think, which might hold off the frost, but it's still going to be bitterly cold, the likes of Methven and near Ashburton, where all roads lead to the harness duels, first at 11:40. First leg of pick 6 will be race number 1 on the program there. Take note of that. Race 7 coming up here at Franklin Park. This race here features the Quaddy Anchor. There was one earlier in the Fascinator that plenty will have taken. I had one other runner to cover it, but the Fascinator did get home, and Tony Herlihy training and driving that one. He trains Darcy in this junior drivers event. Tony Cameron will take the drive, and this horse, of course, has got plenty to like about it. North Island Country Cups Championship win. That was a really good field there in that Country Cups Championship final. And since that victory over the likes of Kippenberger and also the Prince of Palmy, Takawa, who goes around in the duels tomorrow, had a couple of nice performances around Alexandra Park for seconds and thirds off the standing start, 2,700 and 2,200 metres. Goes behind the mobile tonight, won the 5 from 16 from behind the gate, and clearly should be winning this. Art Pleases at 5s and 750 with the bookmakers for number 5, Franco Nikau. We're going to hear from Tony Herlihy. He trains number 6 in the book. That's Darcy. Race number 7 here, Tony, Darcy. What have been your impressions from that Country Cups final and the couple of runs since then? Have been pretty good here around the park?
Yeah, he has. He's stepped up really nice. And a couple of trips away did him no harm, and he's come back here and raced good, and he sort of comes into this race pretty reasonable. There's only a small field, so it'll just depends on what Tony Cameron wants to do with him in the early part of the race. We'll just see how he comes out of the gate and what have you. But yeah, he's quite a nice horse and should be pretty competitive in this field.
Yeah, the C4 horse in the race, Darcy, the son of Better's Delight out of Mackinac. Number 1 in the book, Art Pleaser, will come off the 1 barrier. Kimberly Butt, who drove a couple of winners for Shane Tritton the other day in Lura and No Potato last week at Addington Raceway. She's up here driving Art Pleaser here tonight at start number 21. Placed in its last couple behind She Smooth, and of course some form out of She Smooth's races. She Smooth winning last night at Cambridge very nicely, and Art Pleaser ran 3rd to She Smooth last time, 2nd to Fiery Luster 2 starts ago with Robbie Close in the bike that day. I think that was a Trans-Tasman Junior Drivers Series on that particular occasion, so Art Pleaser is one you'll certainly have to throw in here. And number 5, Franco Nikau, who's had 4 starts this preparation, has been unplaced in those 4, has won 3 from 15 here around Alexandra Park for the Reed McMullen team. Darcy certainly on top here, the runner you'll need in the first of the double. That's the easiest leg of the double. Second leg will be hard. 6, 1, 4 and 5 for me. Aaron, your thoughts around this one?
Mark, I've gone 6, 1, 5 and 4. Darcy, the North Island Country Cups champion. Two good placings here since then. Tony Cameron for Tony Hurley. He won Art Pleasers racing in a great vein of form. The major in Art Gelding, Kimberly Butt, Danny Blakemore. We'll throw on the 5 Franco Nikau. This is the sort of race he can get some of for Ben Butcher. And 4 Clarius, Michael Blakemore in the mix as well for combination players. But yeah, Darcy looks to have a mortgage on the race, and his form has certainly been good since that North Island Country Cups win.
Thank you, Aaron. Back with you for your call fairly shortly. Plenty of different types of odds you can take, and some specials from the bookmakers around tomorrow's duels, the likes of how many winners will the Australians get, how many winners will the Purdon Rasmussen team get. They've got a massive 23 runners in tomorrow's duels at Ashburton. Mark himself commenting to Michael Guerin in the Herald this morning, thinks he'll get 4, but could be more, could be less. What do you think? You can take a look at that with the bookmakers at tab.co.nz. A number of different options you can take around the duels tomorrow. It's going to be a great day, and it'll all be on trackside 2 from 11 o'clock with a preview. That's where all of the team are. Our premier team, Greg O'Connor, Michael Guerin and Craig Thompson and Mark McNamara in the commentary box. About to score up here, though, for race number 7 tonight on the meeting code of 5. Darcy will start a short-priced favourite, the C4 horse in the race. Tony Cameron takes the drive for Tony Hurley. He 130 now with the bookmakers, 140 on the tote. This is race number 7. Here's Aaron.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. And the second to last on the program tonight under the ribbon of light here at Alexandra Park. Junior drivers in action. Kimberly Butt up from the South Island to drive Art Pleaser out of barrier 1. Has plenty of support to Hadrian out of 2. Kill Lady. Stablemate of Art Pleaser, Clarius in 4. Franco Nikau in 5, and Darcy the favourite. The son of Better's Delight from the outside of the 6 runners. Into the lane they come. Starter Frank Phelan at dispatch. Green lights up. They're off. Art Pleaser and stablemate Clarius on the journey well, but here's the pressure from out wide. Franco Nikau and Darcy, they look to get across the face of the field as they work to the judge and onto the stable's corner. Darcy with Franco Nikau to his inside. They race to the first corner. Franco Nikau holds the advantage at this stage, but about to hand over to Darcy now. Art Pleaser third, they're followed by Hadrian, Kill Lady, Clarius taken back to last. 1800 to go in the Ball Brothers Mobile. And the favourite Darcy on top for Tony Cameron, a length and a half over Franco Nikau. Ben Butcher in the trail, they're followed Art Pleaser, Kim Butt third. A length and a half to Hadrian and Jack McKinnon, followed by Kill Lady and Kyle Marshall. Lead time in 42.1. And Clarius back last for Michael Blakemore. Into the back straight coming up, and they work on to the showgrounds turn, and it's Darcy, the North Island Country Cups champion. He leads by a length and a quarter. Right on his back is Franco Nikau, Art Pleaser. He travels along strongly in third, tracked up by Hadrian. The speed is okay here. Kill Lady back second last. And last as they come to the corner, but looking to take off is Clarius. Into the lane they come. And the hot favourite, Darcy opening quarter, comfortable, 32.9. A length and a half, Franco Nikau. 3 back on the inside, Art Pleaser. Stablemate Clarius starts to inch forward on the outside. That's around now, Hadrian. 4 back on the markers. Judge Bellin 1 to go. And Kill Lady 1 back last of the half a dozen. Stables corner final time. And Darcy, the son of Better's Delight, leads by a length and a half. In the trail is Franco Nikau. And 3 back on the inside, Art Pleaser. Now being covered up by Clarius and Kill Lady. And Hadrian starting to get up on the nickel back last second quarter, 32.1, a 65 half. How do they beat Darcy off the front? I don't think they will after posting a 65. Darcy, he leads by a length from Clarius the outside. Franco Nikau will wait the passing lane. Kill Lady 1-1. Art Pleaser's trapped away, 3 back on the inside of Hadrian. 500 to go as they peel off the back. Darcy pacing along beautifully in front. Leads by a half. Clarius gets closer on the outside. Franco Nikau, he's had that that nice run in the trail throughout as a speed. Star starts to clap on. Kill Lady Hadrian starts a run out 3. And Art Pleaser 30 and 4 the quarter down the back. Darcy Clarius, they swing together. A length and a half. Kill Lady, Franco Nico, Art Pleaser. It's Darcy. Clarius on the outside, giving the favourite a very good challenge here. Darcy finds plenty though. And Darcy in the final 50 picks up and draws away strongly for Tony. Darcy in second over was Clarius, good run, and Art Pleaser running home strongly for third, then Kill Lady. They were followed by Franco Nico and Hadrian, 244.7 home and 27.2. 57.6 the half, just a sprint for the quarter. In fact, it was really only a sprint for the furlong. In the home straight, Darcy, Tony Cameron dictated the terms once he found the lead on the Tony Hurley. He trained Better's Delight gelding. Second for Tony as a trainer. Third for Better's Delight on the program tonight, Tim Vince, John Kenny, the Majestic Racing Syndicate, and Trevor McKee in the ownership with Darcy, and secures his 7th victory tonight at start 21. He'll pick up a performance incentive bonus tonight as well, and a pretty dominant victory in the Ball Brothers Mobile Pace.
Official placings, race 7, the Ball Brothers Mobile Pace. 641-352. 641-352. Horse 6, Darcy, paced the 2200 metres in 244.84. Mile rate of 2 minutes, 0.5. Last 857.6. 427.2. The margins, 1.5 lengths, 3 1/4 lengths, 2 lengths. 641-352. Race 7, the Ball Brothers Mobile Pace.
Third performance incentive bonus struck tonight, this time by Darcy, raced by Tim Vince, John Kenny, Majestic Racing Syndicate, the great TJ McKee, Trevor McKee. Nice win 7 at start 21. 6 of those victories have come here under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park. And, of course, he picked up the North Island Country Cups Championship 3 starts ago. Make that now 4 starts ago down at Manawatu. Beautifully handled by Tony Cameron. Tony Hurley, the trainer out of Papakura. Second winning success on the program for Tony. And this Better's Delight 4-year-old bay gelding out of Mark and L. Third breeding success for Better's Delight here on the program tonight. Bred by SH along with Mrs. C.M. Sloan and B.D. McIntyre. Morris Ball down there, part of the victory celebrations for Ball Brothers, and Don Smith for Franklin Park also in attendance. For Clarius, tried hard for second, the McArdle 5-year-old bay gelding at a Pocket Joy, raced by MD and PD Blakemore. Danny Blakemore trained at QMU, Michael Blakemore and stablemate Art Pleaser for third. Major and Art 4-year-old bay gelding out of Crowd Pleaser, PD Blakemore the owner. Danny Blakemore trained at QMU, Kim Butt. Darcy, hot favourite, returns $1.20 and $1, $1.20 and $1. For Clarius, $6 even, $6. One Art Pleaser, no third. Quinella, $10.20, $10.20. Trifecta, $13.10, $13.10. First 4, $74.80, $74.80. And a big happy birthday too, ladies and gentlemen. They tell me to Morris Ball, 65 today. So happy birthday to you, Morris. Great to be here at the park celebrating your birthday with us. That'll cost you a shout too after the last, I think, for everybody. Happy 65th, Morris.
metres here last time, and it was really dominant, beating home Hokuri Rail Rider on that occasion. Won the second line for it here. Blair Orange will have options. Whether he stays in or whether he stays out, we'll know after 100 metres or so here in the last race. I certainly hope everyone's enjoyed the action coming in from Forbury Park tonight. And you found yourself a winner or two, a couple of short price favourites throughout the night getting home, including Woodley DJ, who gave Katie Cox a double tonight. She drove Hudson Sally in the Forbury Park Sprint Series final. And of course we saw Secrets Out winning for Graham and Anne Mee in the feature mobile here tonight. Good to see Hudson Sally get one too. And that's two within the space of a week for local trainer Nora Bishop. Of course, she broke maidens with Billy Klondike here last Thursday night. So a couple of winners for her on her local turf. Last race, Forbury Park Claimers, heat number 2. Good luck to you if you're having a play in this, if you're live in pick 6, the double, the treble, or the quaddie. This is the last. All on the gates. Northview Major drawn on the outside. 2200 for the last time. Ready. Green light. Keep it clean mobile. Pulls away for the final time. Speed coming from High Gun, also Cullen's Finest. On the inside, Tairi Wings is going to race third early. Fourth is Mike McCade, followed through by Marky Mark, who's managed to get its way away from the inside and is 3 back the outer. Restraining to get on its back is Franco Nardescape, as Tubby Jim saves ground, is going to be 4 back on the inside. Then came Artis Me, caught 3 wide. Around Jerry Fitz and Northview Major back to last. High Gun with 1800 left to go. Tail in the air takes them to the back of the track and travels well. The margin a length and a half on Cullen's Finest from the draw, lobbed its way into the trail. They run at good tempo. 3 back on the inside. Third is Tairi Wings. Mike McCade parked fourth the outer. Right on its tail is Marky Mark, followed through by Tubby Jim. Then came Franco Nardescape, the best part of 8 lengths off the leader, covering up Jerry Fitz. A half a length away then to Artis Me, and 2 back last is Northview Major. Off the side, this is a really good tempo for the last, and it is High Gun rolling them along at a good speed, a length and a half. An advance of Cullen's Finest. Third getting a wee bit closer now as they get the bell is Mike McCade. 3 back on the inside, Tairi Wings, covered up by Marky Mark. 1-1-4 off the leader. On the inside is Tubby Jim. To its direct outer is Franco Nardescape. Then Artis Me yet to move around the outside of Jerry Fitz, and back to last is Northview Major. It is High Gun. He's got 1 plug out and he comes down to the judge with a lap of the trap left to go. In fact, they're both out. Leads a length only over Mike McCade. Third on the inside is Cullen's Finest. Marky Mark is fourth the outer. Then came Tairi Wings, cuddled up 3 back on the inside from Franco Nardescape, travelling well. He's 3 back the outside. With 800 metres left to go, the speed goes on again. Tubby Jim is 4 back the inner. Then Artis Me from Northview Major, and last on the inside is Jerry Fitz. Midway between the far turns and the last tonight in the second heat for the Claimers. And it is High Gun now pressured to the outside by Mike McCade, and they both travel well. Third is Cullen's Finest. Same goes for him. Then Marky Mark. 3 wide goes Artis Me around Franco Nardescape from Tairi Wings. 3 wide and 1 back also is Northview Major from Jerry Fitz and Tubby Jim. Down the side, 400 metres left to go. It is High Gun. Blinds it down. Mike McCade puts it to him now. 3 wide comes Marky Mark. Artis Me 4 wide. Awaiting the Washington VC passing lane is Cullen's Finest. They turn. It is High Gun on the inside. Pressured now by Mike McCade and Marky Mark, and Artis Me over the top. It's Marky Mark on the outside. Artis Me. Then came Mike McCade. Marky Mark in front. Franco Nardescape run up behind them. It's Marky Mark. Here's Jerry Fitz flying home. Marky Mark in front, won it. Beat either Artis Me or Jerry Fitz out wider. Then Northview Major, followed over next by Mike McCade, Franco Nardescape, Tairi Wings, High Gun, Cullen's Finest, and back towards the tail of the field, Tubby Jim. Back to back. Marky Mark, number 10 by Mark 3, gives that sire another victory here tonight, and has done it pretty easily. And there was a superb drive from Blair Orange. If you've played this horse, you owe that man a beer. He got you away from the inside after 100 metres, got into the running line, lobbed the 1-1, peeled at the top of the straight, and he's done it, Marky Mark. You got no divvies like you did last week. I would say Jerry Fitz may get the nod for second, Artis Me for third, And Northview Major will be the fourth one to go by. Set off the speed, and what a speed it was. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of a time they've run here, because High Gun was really rolling them in front, and then when Mike McCabe put it to him coming off the back of the track, they sprinted on once again, and that set the race up for Marky Mark. No one claimed her last week. She was a $7,500 claimer tonight by Mark 3 out of Izzy, raced by GK Fife, and Peter Scaife win 8 at start 46. It was a special of a drive last week, and he's backed it up here, and he gets another victory tonight, does Blair Nathan Orange. Aboard number 10, Marky Mark, started from the second line. He was off at the winning post with 2 laps of the track left to go, and quite simply, that was the winning of the race. Comes back at the top of the field. I certainly hope that everybody has enjoyed the coverage coming in tonight from Forbury Park tonight. Middle of winter down here, but it's actually been a superb night, and we see Marky Mark come back at the head of the field here in the last. For those 13.14 of you who were live in pick 6, I hope one or two you had it on your ticket coming into the last race here tonight. Harness Jewels tomorrow on behalf of the trackside team, headed by Jess Murphy. Here's the judge. Farewell from Forbury Park.
Forbury Park Claimer Series, Heat 2, Mobile Pace. All placings confirmed. The winner is 10, Marky Mark, then 6, 8, 9, 3, 5. The call again, 10, 6, 8, 9, 3, 5. The margins a neck, a head, a neck. The winner's time 2:45.27, a mile rate of 2 minutes, 0.8. The last 800 58.5, the 400 29.6. To check in, 10, 6, 8, 9, 3, 5.
Marky Mark 341.80 takes out the last good finish in the home straight too. Jerry Fitz was running on 290. Art His Me just came to the end of its run, $2.60. The Q 6 and 10, $30.90. The try 10, 6, 8, $355.90. The first 4, 10, 6, 8, 9, $1,352.90. All the divvies here. Oh, that might have been a bit of a harsh call on Art His Me. It was still running on all the way to the line. 410 double, $420. 46 concession, $830. 3410 the treble, $66.50. Quaddy 53410, $3,644.50. Place 6, $584.70. Cracking place 6 at Forbury. 1.72 winning units. Well done to you. 275, 3, 4 and 10. $14,534. Good pick 6, the 25k large. 100k tomorrow. Race 1 at the Jewels. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. A great day tomorrow. Make sure if your kitty's looking good, just you'd have a look now, wouldn't you? You'd have a look now. We'll get to Mark Cookson and see what he thinks about the Jewels tomorrow too, prior to the last at the park. But we're 2 minutes out from race number 12, and what's been a really successful night for the club. Pink ribbon night and a big crowd to boot. Sweet Asbro is in this market at $657.50. I went for pop some tags though, Daryl. Looks at box 1 special, 8 goes, 5 wins and 2 minors. Sweet Asbro, I thought that might be the danger because it's actually got good form from box 6. 3 goes for 2 wins and a second. So I'm stacking them up on box form in the last.
And a good way to go too there, Ryan. Pops and Tags has got a very good box 1 record. 1 from box 8 and a straight class 4, 2 back. Box 5 here a couple of weeks ago just didn't really get the jump and squeezed through and managed to run up into 4th placing. But box 1 will make all the difference. Had that inside draw 3 starts back, running second to Winfield Winter. And even on that occasion didn't quite get the jump but stayed on the rail and got a good run through, and always a big chance. Pops some tags, $2.30 and $2.21.30 on the tote with that very good box 1 record. Has to be right in this. I've gone for last Friday night's winner YAY, won very well here last week in a time of 17.66 and just coping with class 5 with no problems at all really, and going well with that last start win here last time out, and also a big run in that class 5 qualifier. 3 starts back. It's been a good night at the office for the Collision Hi-Fi Allegro Litter, and YOY looking to finish off here. Good value, $6 and $8.50 and $2.10 if the one Pots and Tags was to get it wrong at the start. Winning is easy, the 2, another one that gets into box 2, had box 2 here 2 starts ago, went out to a wide draw last time out, didn't get around. To be fair, didn't really get the jump, but back to box 2. a very quick dog, has only hit the 28 starts and 12 wins this one. Winning is easy, and another one that's right in the mix here for Lisa Ahern, looking to finish off what has been a very good night for her and Brendan. And also Super Zip Zip, another one that won in Class 4 company, recently coming up into the Class 4 and 5 grade, but fresh up, has been freshened for the Super Zip Zip, has gone well before after 3 weeks away from the track, so keeping that one safe as well. The 4 big money, 25s and 530. Armed Forces is back in Class 5 company, a very strong Class 4 dog, this one up in Class 5 and returns to this grade, has been here before. May find 2 or 3 quite tough in this, but really running well, racing well, Armed Forces, and getting up there now, but getting close to another win. 2 wins in the last 4 starts. Sweet as Bro, another one that has been very competitive, picked up a good win here also 2 weeks ago. And Alpaca, she's on the verge of a downgrade. Surely she's not going to go back to Class 4 and come back up. She probably will. Big Boy Dino out there in box 8 has only hit the 1 win from the outside draw. All up there for the last Andersons for men for the Class 4 and 5 to wrap up a big night here for the Wanganui Greyhound Racing Club. Bunny on its way for the last Pops and Tags favourite inside. Ready and racing with slow away straight to the front. YOY is going to put 2 lengths on Alpaca now, trying to come through the inside as Pops and Tags got squeezed out of it. Going to third, winning is easy. Just in behind Big Boy Dino, Sweet as Bro, also Super Zip Zip. Pops and Tags is back in the field with Armed Forces. Up they come, YOY over the top. Alpaca will get this from YOY, very close here for third. We had Winning is Easy the outside, Big Boy Dino, Winning is Easy, that's close, just in behind Pops and Tags, didn't get the jump. Sweet as Bro was also back there, and just in behind that too, Super Zip Zip was also back there in the last 2 or 3. And the other one there that we didn't pick up too, I think may have been Armed Forces, may have been back there in the last couple. Well, Alpaca completes a big night for Lisa Ahern. Came across from that outside draw. YOY set them up in front. But you can see Alpaca really climbing into the lead. And around the outside she comes, and she's over the top of YOY. Winning is Easy's got to third, so it's going to be a Lisa Ahern trifecta in the last. 7, 5, 2 and 8. 17.57 the winning time. That sectional time there, 6.91. And the run home 10.66. Alpaca for Lisa Ahern and Craig Rendell, who's put plenty into tonight's fundraiser. He gets the last with Alpaca. Start 69, win number 19. Over the 5, YOY set them up in front, but just couldn't hold out. Alpaca 1 length, 2 3/4, half ahead. And number 2, Winning is Easy, gets into that third place, just grabbing that from the 8 Big Boy Dino. 7, 5, 2 and 8. So that wraps up a very good night's racing here for the Wanganui Club with their Pink Ribbon fundraiser night. It's been a very good crowd on course. On Monday, we're back in action here for the Taranaki Club. First race at 12. And all to our harness people, good luck tomorrow with the Jills as well. Whatever involvement you have, should be a great day for New Zealand racing. And looking forward to another good weekend on behalf of the team here at Hattrick Raceway. We say a very good evening to you. Also to you, Ryan, have a good weekend yourself, and I'll catch you on Monday just after midday.
Yeah, cheers, Daryl. You've done really well tonight. Thank you. And so is the club on Pink Ribbon Night. Congratulations to the committee. I know Elizabeth Whelan worked really hard to organise this evening. She deserves a bit of credit. It's gone off beautifully. Alpaca 910 280. YOY 190. Winning is Easy 160. Your numbers in the last 7, 5, 2 and 8. Quinella $20.60. Trifecta $250.30. First 4. 2,685.50, a 2K jackpot. Chance to get that back tomorrow. All the big jackpots with the Jewels. 2 and 7, 44.20. 2 and 5, 14.70. 127, $340.10. Quaddy 3, 127, $854.70. Play 6, $110 even. That wraps the 12th and final from Hattrick Raceway. Back to Auckland. If it's raining anywhere in the country, you know it would be here. It's just been so crisp the last couple of days up and down the country, but a couple of showers have rolled into the city of Sails. Race 8 is the lucky last, the last of the domestic races on TAB trackside 1 today. And what have I marked down here for a bit of a yap about? Race 8, here it is, the Promore Produce Trot, 2,200 metres. Well, I've put down, if this Sky Rocks trots, I think that it's going to be in it. Now, I like it because it's got a record of trotting. None of these have won a race, and I'll be pretty keen to go for the ones that trot, and this Sky Rocks does that, not known to break, so I'm going to put it in somewhere in my mix. We'll take a quick break, and on the back, we'll go to the park. One race to go at Alexandra Park, and back to Mark Cookson. Mark, it's the big day tomorrow. It really is the Melbourne Cup of trotting, I think. This harness jewel's has just gone from strength to strength every year. It's a big pick six. It's $100,000. I think Venus Serena, that's my bet of the day. I really like it at $2.80. How are you looking to play that pick six tomorrow?
Well, it's going to be an interesting one, Ryan, and I tell you what, that pick six will start on race number 1, as you alluded to there, at 11:40, as opposed to some publications which have it starting on race number 4. Yep, you're right there about Venus Serena. Great chance to make a bit of history along with Sky Major in terms of winning the 3 different classes of the harness jewels. Stablemate Tiger Tara ran a cheeky race the other day too. In that race with Sky Major, also had a very nice run, and that stablemate's going to be a good chance. So again, it could be Venus Serena Tiger Tara to the 4 tomorrow as part of that. Venus Serena part of the early pick six, first away at 11:40 with the 2-year-old Diamond. Looking forward to that throughout the program. I think I tipped Lancewood Lizzie on the box seat from barrier number 1. Zach Butcher on In the Gig, pretty keen on it on Wednesday. Speaking there, thinks Barry's got it back and it's got the good draw of barrier 1 tomorrow. A couple of minutes out here, the last on the program. We'll wrap things up. In terms of the Stonewall Stud Drivers Challenge, by my mathematics, Brent Mangos and Tony Herlihy are both on 10 points. Tony was pretty short. Better money about Brent Mangos earlier on with the bookies. Tony Herlihy has the drive here of La Maitre D, a 21 start maiden for Brett Marshall. Talked to him earlier tonight, and here's what he had to say. Tony La Maitre D, a 21 start maiden. Could tonight be the night?
Well, he's sort of been knocking on the door. She's been knocking on the door for a wee while. I actually haven't driven her before, but she seems pretty consistent and seems to do everything right, so hopefully she will tonight. And be good enough to get Brett Marshall a winner.
Yeah, that's Tony Hurley driving La Maitre D, and Brett Mangos doesn't have a drive in this, so any points should put Tony over the line, as he was quite short earlier this morning. Been a great night for both drivers. Also a good night too for Robert Dunn with his two that he's got in getting home, Geisha Girl and Miss Daisy a bit earlier on. Aaron White, we come up to you for your thoughts on the last, and maybe a few tomorrow for the massive afternoon at Ashburton.
In the last here, we've gone the way of the 5, the 6, the 4 and the 7. An interesting way to wrap up the night tonight. Got to go Twinkle. Blew it with an early gallop last time. The subsequent fourths were good with clean manners. She can certainly do the job here in the last 4. Cumu Kenny Safont. Over the 6, the Crown Jewels. Of course, Barry Lichter, one of the co-owners there. I think Steve Clark's in the mix there too. So good luck to Clarkie. Nikki Chilcott doing the driving. The 4, La Maitre D. Has to be in the mix with the Iceman doing the driving. And 7, This Guy Rocks, generally does everything right, so on that account has to be in the mix. And yes, good luck to all owners, trainers, drivers, breeders, and of course punters tomorrow. There's going to be some great racing with the interests on Jules Day. I'm with the Orange Agent as my best bet from barrier 2. I can't see her beaten in the Jules tomorrow. Takawa, the Prince of Palmy. Well, you know how big a fan I am of him. I'll have him somewhere in the mix. And I do like Mon Bay in the 3-year-old trot. Speeding Spur, good luck to Peter Early and the crew there. I just think Mon Bay gets that nice draw from the second row to follow out Sunny Ruby to be prominent, and the mile will certainly suit him down to the ground as he looks to go back-to-back on Jules Day. For the last Primal Produce trot, 2200, starter Frank Phelan. Calls the square gators up. Barrier strands release. The early wickets come down in a gallop here. First out is La Maitre D. Got to go Twinkle safely on the journey. There followed then by Wings on Fire. The Sky Rocks is coming forward. Allingham's made a clean beginning tonight. They're followed by the Crown Jewels as they work on to the stables corner, and the early wicket back down and trotting, and in a break of 4 lengths off the back of the Crown Jewels. 1900 to go, and onto the lead goes La Maitre D and the Iceman Tony Hurley over Got to Go Twinkle. Moving forward, the Sky Rocks out parked around Wings on Fire. They're followed by Allingham and the Crown Jewels. And 3 or 4 lengths still back last. The early wicket through the back they go. And La Maitre D, the Love You Mare, goes down to the 1600 metres and will click off the lead time in 50.4. Leading by a length, the Sky Rocks up on the outside now, pressuring for the lead as they turn off the back and work the showgrounds turn. 3 lengths Got to Go Twinkle. The Sky Rocks really trying hard to find the lead, and will find it 1400 out. Wings on Fire is 4th, then the Crown Jewels 5th and Park, 1-1 to Allingham, and back last the early wicket. So this Sky Rocks and Simon Lawson round to lead. La Maitre D comes off its back, and the Iceman will look to go and retain the lead with 1200 to go. Opening quarter 31.6, and La Maitre D does now stride back onto the lead. Got to Go Twinkle is 3rd, and 3 back on the inside of the Crown Jewels. Nicky Chilcott sitting parked. Allingham in the 1-1. The son of Pegasus Spur, Andrew Vent. Then back on the inside, Wings on Fire, Rod Bowker, as they work on to the stables corner final time tonight. The early wicket, Jay Abernathy, last 900 to run. La Maitre D over the Sky Rocks. The Crown Jewels Got to Go Twinkle, 4th, and 3 back the inside of Allingham, who gets a lovely drag into the race. They're followed by Wings on Fire. The early wicket, 31.5, the second quarter. Primal Produce trot through the back. La Maitre D leads a length. The Crown Jewels the outside. The Sky Rocks trailing. 1-1 Allingham. Back on the inside, Got to Go Twinkle. Then came Wings on Fire. And 3 to 4 lengths. The early wicket just dropping off the pack. 500 to go as they're about to work the showgrounds turn. Their final time, La Maitre D gunning for her maiden victory at start 22 tonight. She leads a length and a quarter. On the outside is the Crown Jewels. The Sky Rocks waiting the passing lane. Allingham's had a lovely trip in transit. Produced to the outside now. Wings on Fire the widest. And running up and behind, Got to Go Twinkle. Homeward bound La Maitre D. The Crown Jewels goes to it quickly. Allingham in behind. Got to go Twinkle looking for a gap, and the Sky Rocks on the inside. Leader is the Crown Jewels. Got to go Twinkle gets out. Allingham and down the outside. Wings on fire. Allingham launching it. The Crown Jewels. Allingham beats the Crown Jewels in third. Got to go Twinkle. Wings on fire fourth. Then the Sky Rocks, La Maitre D, the early wicket to be the last, and 254.4, 30.4 the quarter, and 60.8 the final half. Allingham, good manners tonight. The roughie in the 7-horse field, Son of Pegasus Spur, had a cheeky charm, raced by Claire McGowan and Joss Leslie. They're in the ownership too. David and Claire, the trainers at Pookie. Andrew Vent got him away safely. Got a lovely drag into the race on the back of the Crown Jewels. He'll go down bravely second. Got to go Twinkle third. And Wings on Fire for fourth in the Primal Produce Trot.
Official placings race 8, the Primor Produce Trot. 165-274. 165-274. Horse 1, Allingham, trotted the 2200 metres from a stand in 254.43. Mile rate of 27.6. Last 860.8. The 430.4. The margins a neck, a head. 165-274, race 8, the Primor Produce Trot.
Allingham back at the head of the field, raced by Claire McGowan and Joss Leslie. Congratulations to you. Win 1 at start 3, does everything right. And gets the victory nicely. Andrew Vent doing the driving. David and Claire McGowan trained at Pukekohe. Dave was the breeder of the Pegasus Spur 5-year-old brown gelding at a cheeky charm. And back at the head of the field, greeted by John Long and Emmett Farrell for Primal Produce. Don Smith there for the Franklin Trotting Club. 6, the Crown Jewels for second to make it a Pegasus Spur Quinella. This one out of Landora's Image, a brown 3-year-old gelding raced by B.M. Lichted, Miss D.E. Chisholm along with J. Turin, S.P. Clark, D.G. Lichter, G. Ferris, G.D. Burkett and P.H. Taylor. Nicky Chilcott, the trainer-driver out of Cambridge Raceway. And for third, the 5, Got to Go Twinkle, Got to Go Collect, 4-year-old bay mare out of Perfect Star, raced by Mrs. B.A. O'Brien along with Ms. L.P. Hopkins and R.W. O'Brien. Kenny Safont trained at Kimu. Peter Ferguson. Totes in the last. We'll see Allingham return as we just await those totes to filter through for the last on the program. They won't be too far away from making their way to my screen. We still await the totes to appear for the last event on the program. Once they do, we'll certainly bring them to you.